Good afternoon, everybody. Uneducated Economist here. So today is December 26, 2018, and on Sunday, Steve Mnuchin came out and made a statement saying that the banks are cool. There's plenty of liquidity. Come Monday morning, we're good to do business, no worries. And of course, the markets went like, what? Why did you just say that? And of course, that panicked them, and come Monday morning, they started selling off. It was the worst Sunday, or the worst Christmas Eve in Dow history, right? So if Steve Mnuchin went out there to try and stabilize the markets and give confidency, it backfired on him, and it did not work. Then the president comes out on Christmas and says, hey, this market is so oversold, it is a buying opportunity like you wouldn't believe. Buy the dip. And then yet you hear all these economists saying that, no, we're still got Dow going down another 20-30% from here. We're probably going to be somewhere around 18,000 Dow before we see a turnaround again. And people ask me, it's like, where did they come up with this number? Did they just make this number up completely out of their head or something? And they didn't, okay? What they do is they follow trend lines, right? So what I did is I took out a chart of the 10-year chart of the Dow, and I drew a lower trend line and an upper trend line. So you connect all the lower peaks and all the upper peaks, and it creates a channel that the Dow travels between, right, for its prices. And so I drew a black lower trend line and a green highlighted upper trend line so I could show you here what it looks like. And so you can see we spent the entire time, all these years, in that channel, right? And a lot of it we spent at the top of the channel, right? Sometimes it comes down, touches the lower channel, and takes off again, right? So everything was cool up until the end of 2017 when we busted out of the upper part of the channel. And we were there the entire time. For like an entire year, we were at the top of that channel, above it, right? Well, just 3 months ago or so, we broke down into the channel again, right? And this is the breakdown of the market that everybody is talking about, right? So when the economists come out and say that we have another 20-30% to go, we're probably going to land around 18, is because what ended up happening here is that we got into an oversold scenario, right? When it's up above that trend line, that upper trend line, this is oversold, okay? Or I'm sorry, not oversold, overbought, right? This is an overbought territory. And what ends up happening was when you get into overbought territory, and it corrects, it overcorrects, and it corrects down into the oversold territory, and so it's going to break that lower trend line at some point. So I drew a kind of a pink highlighted line to kind of represent what it might look like. Honestly, that pink highlighted line is probably going to end up spanning out here a ways before it gets down. It's probably not just going to go straight down to that trend line. It's probably going to end up crossing over for a while. But I just kind of drew it just to kind of show you what's going on. This is the trend. This is the channel that it should be in, traveling in. We have been way above the channel. We have now gotten into the middle of the channel, and we're headed down to the lower end of the trend line. And how long that takes and how long we spend under that trend line is anybody's guess, okay? But this is why the economists are saying that we're still going to have another 20-30% drop, and that is probably going to land somewhere around 18. Is because we have been so overbought that we're definitely going to oversold territory for a while. Okay, I hope that helps. Uneducated economist. Talk to you guys later.